Did you hear my refrigerator just turn off right when I walked up? That just happened. Yeah, vote for ILLKAT at my Cash App or my PayPal. I need some clean clothes so that I can do the presidential debates. But I can't really do it in this. So I need to wash my suit. I mean, I could, I guess, but I'm trying to look more professional. Then when I'm president, though, I'm gonna ban, like, requiring to make people dress up. Plan on banning that when I'm president, but in the meantime, I'm gonna dress up for the debates. You know? But then when I become president, though, nobody has to wear suits or dress up for anything. Because why do you, you know? This never made any sense to me. But in the meantime, I need a suit, so send some to my Cash App so I can get my presidential suit dry cleaned. But really, though, I need laundry. I actually do need laundry. There's somebody walking by in the hallway right now. I don't know what they be doing, if they just be sitting around waiting to walk out in the hallway or what. It just sounds like they're just standing there and then they just walk by my door synced up. I don't know. I don't know what they do. There's someone walking by right now, too. I think it was the same person walking back the other way. And there's this loud truck right when I opened the can of beans, and then he synced with Whitey and a bunch of other stalkers. And there's a blue car taking off right now. There's another blue car taking off. And there's this green truck that I think I always see. And then the blue car and the other blue car were syncing with each other. And then I think these black and silver cars were syncing. And then the blue car. The second blue car is meeting a white truck at the intersection. The other one looked like it was synced with this black car at the intersection, I think. The AC outside my apartment is turned off, and then there's this loud engine sound right at that moment, and then there's a FedEx and all these whiteys in a tan car, and another whitey. And then earlier today, my refrigerator turned off, and right at that moment, there's the engine sound outside. And then there's a silver car turning around the parking lot, and when he turns around, this black car takes off, and then there's a whitey, and there's this other blue car taking off out of the parking lot. I think he's a stalker. I think he's synced with this red car. And then he's gonna meet the red car at the intersection. And also a white truck, and also this bird flying over, and also there was a bug flying in my window when those cars took off, when the silver car took off. Then the white truck is syncing with the whitey, and I think this blue truck. And I keep hearing this engine sound again, the same one, I think. I don't know if you can hear him. He's getting, oh, it's this motorcycle. It's a motorcycle, and he's syncing with a silver truck and a whitey. And then the whitey syncs with another whitey. And then there's a blue and a red car. They're driving up to the intersection to meet each other. And there is a Domino's car, and there's a whitey, and there's another whitey. And there's another whitey. And then this truck is gonna meet the whitey at the intersection. And then there's another whitey, I think, is behind the other whitey. And I keep hearing this motorcycle engine. Is it the same guy? I think so. The guy on a bicycle. Was he a stalker? I think so. There's a silver car syncing with the stalker van. That's always stalking. There's other silver stalkers and white stalkers. And then I think black and silver stalkers. I don't know what's going on. It's too many cars. Yeah, I think it was the black and silver stalkers. And more white stalkers. And this white van is driving out of the parking lot. I'm hearing this engine sound at the same time. And then this white is driving by, and this bird is flying over, synced with it. And there's black and silver stalkers. Then the white van is driving out of the parking lot. And then there's this bug flying over my window right when he gets around the corner. And this lady walking out with her child, I think, walked out synced with it. And then she's walking around the corner as the white van gets to the intersection, and this truck is driving out at the same time. And then it's syncing with the white truck. And then it's syncing with another silver truck and syncing with somebody walking out. And then she's gonna get in a car, and then she's gonna stalk with it. And then there's people getting out of the car, and they're probably stalking with their child with the red shirt on. I think they're stalking. It looks synced with these whiteys. Her child has a red shirt on. And then the other one that walked out to the car, she's getting in it as this white truck drives behind her car. Oh, she's not getting in yet. Is she getting in? Right when the white truck gets to the intersection and syncs with the whitey, my water heater is turning on. What's that noise? Like the AC outside my apartment or something? Never heard it make that noise before. And then the one that got in the car in the parking lot. Is taking off right as a blue car drives in front of her car, and then there's an orange car synced with the blue car, and then there's a black car synced with her black car, and she drives across the parking lot, and then she's parking again. What the fuck, bro? She just drove to the other side of the parking lot and parked again. And then the blue car parked in a driveway, and then they opened their door when this red car drove out. Then there's two whiteys driving out, and I think I see a third whitey. Yup. Three whiteys. And I think they got out of the blue car with the three whiteys. And then there's a black and a silver car. And they're getting out of the whitey as the black car drives around the corner. Getting out of the passenger side of the whitey with the red hat on. And then there's another whitey turning into the parking lot as the whitey drives by me and the AC outside my apartment is turning off. And then I see someone with a red shirt over there. Are they stalking? The stalker is walking out of the building right as the guy with the red hat is going into the building. The stalker I always see came out of the building at the same time. And then there's other cars that were doing stalker up things, but I was looking over the other way, so I missed it. But I know at least most of them were stalkers. And the white car is taking off as this blue car drives out, and this bird flew over. And then there's this guy walking around the corner as the white car drives out of the parking lot, and also synced with the blue car driving around the last corner. But yeah, this bird came and flew over, and it just flew over and just like hovered, and then just like flew back the other way. Synced up with the whitey. And then my refrigerator turned on right as this tan van drove out, and then he's syncing with a whitey and silver car. Stalkered up. Yeah, I looked for jobs today. There's still no jobs. So I need help. All the help I can get. Send some to my Cash App or my PayPal. If you can. comes the lady with the boy with the red shirt again. Is it a mother-son stalker adventure? They're getting in a white SUV, so that's not a good sign. I think they got in it, stalkered up with these black and silver cars. It's taking off out of the parking lot. And it's driving forward as this other car drives in front of it. And then it's black and silver cars. And then the whitey is taking off out of the parking lot right as another whitey drives through the intersection. And then there's an engine sound when the whitey goes around the corner. And then there's a bunch of other cars. I don't know how many of them are stalkers. Then there's a blue car. And there's a whitey driving out right when he goes around the corner. And there's someone getting in a black car right as a silver car drives behind it. And then the silver car syncs with the whitey. And then there's more black and silver cars. And then there's another black car when the silver car takes off out of the parking lot. And then it syncs with the other silver cars. And then when it goes around the corner, the other black car is taking off. It was parked on the side of the street. And then there's a bunch of other cars. There's engine sound. There's a bunch of red cars. There's a motorcycle meeting a whitey at the intersection. Wow. And then I see another silver truck coming. Is there gonna be more black and silver cars? Oh, he syncs with a whitey. Oh, and he syncs with a black truck. Oh. I knew it was gonna be black and silver cars. And that AC outside my apartment turned on again. It has this blue. Is it blue or gray? Like a bluish, grayish color. It's syncing with all these silver cars though. Like a bunch of silver cars. And it's coming back around right as this cop drives out. And I'm hearing this engine sound. And then there's a whitey truck. And then the cop is coming back around. And when the cop gets to the intersection, he meets a whitey. And then there's a Domino's car. And the cop is coming back around the other street now. The whitey, or the Domino's whitey, met a whitey. And then this other white truck synced with the cop car. And then there's this tan car that was probably synced with all these other cars, a bunch of silver and white cars. There's a blue car, there's another tan car. I don't know. It's a lot of cars. I don't know how many of them are synced or unsynced. Too many sinks. I'm gonna overdose on sinks. I'm gonna overdose on sink retardations. These two red cars just drove by each other right as the red car drove through the intersection behind them. And then the red car is turning around the parking lot. He's syncing with another red car driving through the intersection and this white truck driving out. And the red car parked pointed directly at my apartment window. And then there's other sink heads, and he's getting out of the red car with a blue shirt. And he's opening his trunk right as the whitey drives out on the street, and there's another whitey. I don't know what he did in his trunk. It looked like he just opened and closed it again. And then when he walks in front of the intersection, there's another red car driving through it. And then there's more red and white stalkers on the streets. And then there's another red stalker synced with the white stalker again. And then the guy from the red car is going in the door right as the red truck drives around the corner. Like right behind the guy. And then this person in the parking lot looks like they kept jumping in and out of their car, like they were putting their children in their seatbelts or something. It looks like she just kept jumping in and out of the car synced. Like in like the passenger door and then the back door, and then when she got in the driver door. And this bunch of black and silver and whiteys. And more whiteys. And more whiteys. And more black and silver. And more white and black and silver. And then there's this red truck in the background. He's probably stalking with the whiteys. I've been seeing a lot of red cars today. It's red car day. There's a blue car meeting a whitey at the intersection, and there's another whitey driving out, and this red truck is driving by in the background again when it drives in front of the intersection with the whitey. And then there's a white truck, and then he's a whitey, right? He's meeting a red truck, and I think another like dark red car, maybe a black car. I think they're all stalkers though, whatever it was. It was a blue car. I think he synced with this red car. Then the red car is meeting a blue truck at the intersection, and then there's another red car behind the red car. Like right behind it. And then that red car is syncing with the whitey and another whitey and another whitey. And then he's coming back around, synced with the whitey again. And then he's syncing with another whitey, that red car. And there's a tan car. I think he was a sinker bot. And then there's whiteys. And then there's a silver car meeting the whitey at the intersection. And then oh, there's a guy with the red hat that walked out. When did he walk out? It was probably synced up, wasn't it? Right when he gets to the street, there's two red cars meeting each other at the intersection. And then there's another red car synced with the red car. And then that red car and the other red car is syncing with each other. And then the guy with the red hat is gonna get in a car in the parking lot. And then there's a cop car. And he's synced with the red car. And then the red car is coming in the parking lot. And then the guy with the red hat is taking off in his stalker truck. And he's turning his silver stalker truck as a black car drives in front of it. And then there's other black and silver cars on the street. And then the red car is parking. And then the silver truck backed up again, drove forward again. The red car was backing up again when he did that. They look stalkered up with each other. And then the AC outside my apartment turned on again right as these red cars drove out. And then there's these whiteys synced up with each other. And then there's this other car driving by me at the same time. It's a black car. And then there's gonna be a bunch of black and silver cars right now, isn't there? There's a black truck synced with it. There's two red cars meeting each other at the intersection, synced with the black car. There's more red cars and this black car taking off, synced with them, and this red car coming in the parking lot. And then he parks as another red car drives out on the street, and then he opens his car door as the red car drives behind his car. And then there's an engine sound right when they close the red car doors. That one. Where's he at? Sounded like he was right next to me. And then they're gonna go in the building out of the red car. And there's another red car backing up behind them as they go in the door of the building. It's taking off right as the AC outside my apartment turns off. And he's taking off forward at that moment. And then it's driving slowly, and then there's a bug flying in my window, and then there's a white truck driving out right when the red car turns out of the parking lot. And then the other red car that parked, I think they're still sitting in their car, just waiting for the next instructions to follow like a mindless puppet. And then there's other black and silver and white stalkers. This never ends, bro. Black and silver, white, black and silver, white, tan, black and silver, red and blue, white, silver, black, tan, white and black and silver, red, 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 white, white, black and silver, red, tan. There's these two red cars. I think they're synced with each other. Pretty sure they're synced with each other, and maybe this other red car we're synced with them. Yep. Yep, I was right. There's a white SUV driving by me with a 66 license plate, and it looks synced with this white car. And then there's these two black cars syncing up as the whitey gets to the edge of the parking lot. And then this white car drove out right after it drove out of the parking lot. That was probably a stalker. And then these two silver cars, silver and black cars, I think they're synced up. I don't know. And then there's whiteys. Multiple whiteys. And then the whitey is syncing with the truck. Is it a tan truck? Oh, it's a black truck. I think the black truck synced with another whitey. And then the other whitey from before is gonna sync with another whitey when it gets to the intersection. Two white SUVs. And then the white SUV syncs with the white car at the other side, and then this bird flew up at the same time. And then he's flying back around. And I think he's synced up. There's all these other sync heads driving by. Crazy, man. SUV. And he's synced with a guy riding a bike across the intersection. And then there's a bunch of black and silver cars again. And then there's a bug flying in my window right as these whiteys sync up. And then there's a bunch of black and silver cars again, and a white SUV. And then there's whiteys in a tan truck, I think. And more whiteys. And more whiteys. And this one whitey is coming in the parking lot. There's this bug flying in my window, synced with the whitey in the parking lot. Then there's whiteys and a red truck. And then someone's walking out. Are they gonna get in a whitey with their child? Nope, they're not getting in the whitey. Are they gonna stalk with their child? They're opening the black car door right as the black car drove around the corner. There's a red car driving behind them. I've been seeing a lot of red cars today. She's getting in the driver's side as these black and silver cars sync up behind her. In her black car with her child in the back seat. She's taking off as this guy opens a blue trunk behind her in the parking lot. And then I think she's syncing with another black car. And then the guy is closing his trunk as she drives around the last corner of the black car. And then the guy is getting in the blue car. And then what's he gonna do? There's other stalkers on the street. What's the blue car guy gonna do? Is he gonna take off before Christmas? What's the guy in the blue car gonna do, man? Come on, blue car guy. Is he waiting for the red car? Whatever, blue car guy. Can't stand my window all day and stare at you and wait for you to take off synced. I'm getting bored. There goes the blue car guy. There went the blue car guy, synced with Whitey's. That's what he did. Amazing. Hi. There's a bunch of black and silver and white cars right now. Are they all stalkers? Pretty sure they're all stalkers. And then when the one silver car took off, this other silver car started to take off. There's Whitey's. And there's black and silver and Whitey's. And then there's more black cars and Whitey's. And then the silver cars leaving the parking lot. All these people walked out synced with it. And they're gonna walk all the way across the parking lot. Like all the way up the sidewalk next to the parking lot. And when they finally get over there around the corner, what's gonna happen? Looks like they're probably gonna sync with this white car that's driving really slow over the intersection. No, they synced with another white car. There's a bunch of silver cars. They're all synced up with each other. And there's a white car, and the silver car goes around the last corner. And then there's another Whitey synced with the Whitey. And then there's other black and silver stalkers. And then there's a Whitey with the black stalker and a bug flying in front of him in my window at the same time. You get the idea. There's black and silver and white, black and silver and white, blue and red and red and red and black and silver and white and tan, and black and silver and white, and a bug flying in the window. Every once in a while, synced up. What's going on out there now? Black and silver and white? Yep. Black and silver and white. It was black and silver and white. I'm not looking out the window right now, but there's probably black and silver and white out there right now. Just in case I jump up out of my chair and look out my window, I'm gonna see black and silver and white. Or red. Anyway, like I said, I need help. Send some to my Cash App or my PayPal. I need to do laundry. And I need food. So, send some to my Cash App or my PayPal. Please, if you can. And vote for ILLKAT.